this, and he had a thing. He said, man, if you start living life and making decisions for yourself that you will make for somebody that you caring for, that you really love,
man,
your life will drastically change.
Drastically change. That's deep.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
Because think about it though. We give good advice.
Yeah,
but we rarely use it.
I was like, that's what
I do myself. Like, that be a real. I say, man, if I can listen to myself.
If I could follow my own advice all the time,
I'd be alright.
I would be straight.
I'd be alright. Like,
yeah. Because you be having a lot of, you know, it's just, when you remove yourself from something, you know what I'm saying? When you kind of, anytime you can get your little space from it and look at it like, well, I got the game from you on that journal and shit. So now I can write shit down in my journal and look at it and I'll be on it. And then like I can go back to last week. I'm like, what else stupid? And this was 4-5 days ago.
Yeah, you know changed.
But when I wrote it, I had conviction. I had real good intention.
But you done grew. You know what I'm saying? That quick.
You can see, bro.
You can see it.
It sound weird, bro.
Cause like,
I tell a nigga like journaling, they be like,
it do like
a diary. And you know, nigga want a cat.
I used to write like, you know, I used to write about like this material stuff, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Then then like you get it, you be like, and you be like, you know what I'm saying? Now what? You know what I mean? So you really like, if you base it on that, you always be chasing something. You know what I'm saying?
But it's always like that, though.
Yeah, but like it just like now it's like more me. It's like I be looking for like more like peace.
But anything, even with that, it's you chasing peace.
Yeah, you chasing something.
You chase. That's life. That's always a journey.
True.
It's a journey. You chasing something.
You looking for something.
Or you chasing something. I mean, because other than that, what
is?
What are you doing here?
That's
like real. You don't really have no purpose.
It's real. Cause like not reading the book. It's like life really is like this here. Like you constantly like going through a desert, looking for an oasis. Then you get to the oasis. You want to, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, I'm cool, but now I need to...
let me cross out, let me go off in there.
Then go to this, now you can go through another desert to find another oasis.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's constant, it's
growth. You constantly traveling. Yeah.
It's constant growth. It's just, but even like that journal, like how you saying, I was telling my partner about it, like I say, you cat, wow, nigga, you talking about a diary? They call that a diary. Nah, nigga, in the motherfucking diary, like, when he was asking me, he was like, after a while, I could tell he was for real. I thought he was through fucking around. Then he was like, well, what are you keeping up with? That's the thing. You can keep up with whatever aspect of your life you want to.
Everything.
If it's all purely financial stuff, or you on a business venture,
whatever.
That's what is really crucial. That business shit. You'll forget so much shit, bro. Depending on the human brain, it's like
you gotta write
the worst
it down.
thing ever.
Man, you gotta write it down.
Because you can see like people who go to court and shit. They be like, well, I thought you said the lawyer had a motherfucking deposition play. We like, nah, you said such and such. What happened on June 15th, 2001? I'm like, nigga,
I don't know.
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
But nigga, journal.
That's what I'm saying. Now you got a piece of paper, you can look at it, and it can refresh your memory. Even the stuff you didn't write down, you be like, oh, okay,
what you was on.
Remember this happened. And this happened and this happened too. I didn't write it down, but that's what happened. But yeah, like that journal, you can do whatever. Like if it's some kind of career path you going on, you can keep up with this shit. I wasn't journaling then, but like when I was going through my apprenticeship, I used to have like this little, you know, one of them little bit ass like memo pads, and I'm constantly at that time. You every hour it seemed like you learning something. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so hard to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? Different processes, and some of that shit is meticulous when it comes to processing out. Writing that shit down, they looking like, what the fuck are you writing down? Shit, all kinds of shit. Like, man, look at a dude named A1. We call him A1. He looked at my book, he was like, God damn, this motherfucker like an instruction manual. Like, shit. Like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. He was looking, he was like, yeah. He was looking at it, he was like, damn, you really paying attention. I was like, hey, I ain't trying to die or anything. This shit real.
I probably got like, I don't know, about 6-7 journals now, right? But like when I go through like certain things, man, like I reflect, I go back through it, and like even when I get out track mentally, right? And I got certain stuff that I put in my journal just to
like fail safe, almost stuff you can go refer
just
back
to get it back on, just get my mind back, you know what I'm saying, back on point. That I can go in and just, you know.
Or you can go look at where you was or one of them days.
All that.
And you like,
man, I ain't gonna lie, like it really helps. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm going through my divorce, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to reflect on some stuff, like mentally. It was all mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, you know how you write stuff down. You trying to create a life, right? And you're like, but the thing you can't control is like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like God can't even control that. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody else will. You know what I'm saying? Human will. Free will. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you can't control. You know what I'm saying? And like through all this, through everything I went through, it was like it kind of like woke me up.
Yeah.
It made me stronger. But it showed me like, you know what I'm saying, you can control you.
Had to realize,
that's all you can control.
And some people look at that like an L. It ain't an L.
Nah,
it's a lesson.
Man, it was a blessing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I really woke up. You know what I'm saying? Through this whole, thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm serious, like, I love my everybody, like I really wish it well.
Yeah.
But I understand what that was for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I appreciate it.
Once you, it's easier to accept shit once you kind of feel the reasoning, or you get some meaning.
Yeah, I appreciate the experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I really, really, really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because of who I became through it. You know what I'm saying? And like now I really feel like I'm ready.
Yeah.
For whatever the next level is. You know what I'm saying? Like, something I feel like I probably couldn't have handled before this experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my nigga, it's a trip. I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of look at numbers like, like it's science or whatever. But like, I was married for exactly 9 years. To the day.
Damn. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got married on June 7th.
Really?
I got divorced on June 8th. 9 years later.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like exactly. I was married exactly 9 years.
So when you going through the process,
that.
you ain't...
Nobody ain't playing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't get married to get divorced. You know what I'm saying? My whole intention was to be with her forever. You know what I'm saying? But I can't control...
Can't control other people. You can only control how long you're around.
And then like you know what I'm saying? Like you look at like Unconditional Love, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let you speak on that. I got something for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is another understanding I got out of Unconditional Love though. You know what I'm saying? Like Unconditional Love like ain't supposed to hurt you though. What I mean by hurt you is like like what I mean by hurt you, like, you know what I'm saying, like, of course, like we all gonna make mistakes, right? We all gonna do stuff, right? And and people think like Unconditional Love, like you're supposed to accept it all and deal with it all. Take me how I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything I come with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want that.
This just mine. Ain't nothing I got for nobody.
What's yours?
My theory on unconditional love is you probably only gonna get that from your mom and daddy.
Or that type of love.
Cause you gotta think about it. Say it's with a female or say it's like on some relationship type shit.
Yeah.
It all come with conditions though. Because if you really had unconditional love, you'd really be inseparable.
True.
But it all come with conditions.
It do.
I mean,
Both sides, it do.
Even if the conditions get to where it's like, man, that's kind of extreme. Well, this nigga, what if he kill your mama? You still gonna love him? Like, hell no.
Yeah,
I mean, it ain't no way.
Conditions.
You know what I'm saying? Now, that's extreme example,
But it could happen.
but right, and especially nowadays, shit can fucking happen. But I just think people, you know.
Yeah, hold on. We keep talking to her. Hey, bro.
Nah, shit, we good. We live,
Yeah.
nigga. I mean, it might not be posted live, but we in here live. I ain't cutting nothing out. Fuck it, we in the we in this bitch.
But nah, go ahead.
But yeah, I'm just saying it's conditional.
Everything is.
Now, you know, it really sound good. I mean,
What is unconditional?
I mean, it has no conditions. Like, regardless of what you do, well, you can't say, you know what I'm saying? You can't really count outside shit. Like, motherfucker get sick or something. That don't mean you stop loving them or whatever. But I'm just saying, unconditional means regardless. This is my understanding.
Cheating, whatever.
No matter what you do,
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
But do that mean? But do unconditional love mean y'all still have to be in a relationship?
I know, but it's hard.
Like do unconditional love mean like I love you? Like okay, look here. This to me.
Well, yeah, you making a good point, right?
To me, right here.
I can hear where you
Like
going.
if me being with you will stun your growth, or you being with me stun my growth, for you becoming your fullest potential. You know what I'm saying? I love you enough to like
let you go.
they ain't letting you go, but don't let you grow.
Flourish. Well, that
Whether that's with or without.
do that.
I mean,
a lot of people ain't that
they ain't got
bitch.
nothing, but I'm just saying like
But they like, well, so okay, so we're gonna take that, right?
Right.
And then we're gonna say the other person. Like you say, you know what? I know I'm holding you back. I'm just gonna let you. And she gonna be like, bitch, you don't love me. How the fuck
Cause it's on the cop out.
Yeah.
but like, I'm gonna be honest with you. But like, if our conversation had turned into like kind of like, okay, half the time we love each other, and half the time we talking down on each other.
It's already conditioned. You done.
Yeah, like you know,
it's a condition already.
But there's like
that ain't no condition.
But if that conversation don't change, man, y'all will never grow no more.
No, y'all
done grew to y'all fullest point.
See, that's conditional love, I think, though.
That is.
Cause anytime this got conditions. So whatever get y'all in that place to where y'all
it could be
that bad half.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? We getting into it at that moment because somebody did something. So which in other words is a condition. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I love you as long as you don't
do that again.
X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You got all that unconditional.
That's a condition.
Shit.
That's a condition.
You get from your parents, and that's
that's true.
Then we're gonna say, well, I'm gonna give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure your kid can do something where you like, you know what, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
But you'll never turn your back on though, like.
Nah, I don't think. But it's parents
condition.
that have though. You know what I'm saying?
Like me, I ain't gonna never turn my back on my kids, but I will let you learn.
Yeah, you got to. That's I think. So, all right. So we in the generation like right now. What we saying like these teenagers and shit.
Like that.
Huh?
It's a cup. I think you got that piece of cup on it.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Like what you talking about? Like shit.
Nah, you know that white cup.
Yeah. Nah. We in the generation of teenagers now. Well, they probably older than teenagers. Probably like the 18 to where. Remember when people were always saying, well, I ain't gonna whoop y'all like my mom and them did me. I think them is like the 18, 20-year-olds right now. You see what's happening, right? You know what I'm saying?
They whooping the parents.
Right.
They thinking
somebody gonna get a whooping. Somebody gonna get a motherfucking whooping.
Man, but you know, like I honestly, I mean, cause y'all go ahead.
No, you good.
like I think like the all right. It was like it's a proverb, right? It ain't a proverb, but like I heard this what you call like the Iraqis or Arabs or whatever. Sheik.
Yeah, sheik. Yeah.
He wear
that badass little hat.
He got that paper.
I like the ones with the two bands, like them two ropes.
He one of them.
Yeah.
So they asked him like how do you see your grandkids' future or living or whatever, something like that. He was like, he said his great grandfathers, he said they rode camels. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like strong, they were warriors. You know what I'm saying? They like, it was hard on them, so they wanted more for their kids, so they wouldn't have to live like them. And he said, now my kids drive Range Rovers and Benzes. You know what I'm saying? He said, because of them.
Yeah.
It's easy. He said, these kids now, he said, but like say if something like was to like happen where they had to defend what they got, they couldn't. Because they never had it.
Everything been good. Well, one thing, I don't think they'll have it. Have that will to do it, because they ain't never had to do nothing for it. They were like, you know what? If you take it, they wouldn't say this out their mouth, but like subconsciously, they probably think like, well, take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I can get it again.
Maybe 1 out of 10 of them.
Go tell Pops and bring
it back.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So he was like, so their kids, he said, what did he say? He said, my grandfathers rode camels. He said, I drove so we could drive. He said, we drive Benz and Range Rovers. He said, but my kids, my great grandkids will drive camels again.
Yeah, just cause they didn't get it for their parents couldn't keep it up.
Yeah, they said
they pass it on.
But they'll have bring it back.
Restart the starvation.
Had a wheel again to,
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of think that's like what we going, like we going through, like our parents, you know what I'm saying, like was down there with the cotton fields.
Yeah, damn near. Well, my pops was in the shit to where he was doing like the marches and shit. He went on some of the marches like Mega. I don't know if you ever heard of Mega. Yeah. So he was doing in Mississippi.
Yeah,
he was in Mississippi. So my pops was like, man, I hope y'all had to say this. I owe my nigga my nerve, but he was like semi-racist. I don't know, but he had a reason, because he had seen
it.
All this bull. That's what I'm saying. He grew up in Mississippi. So in that time, it was real.
Man, I'm trying to think.
It was real.
Man, who did I meet?
It was real.
But their daddy was in there. But man, I can't remember. It was in Mississippi. I can't remember his name though. And I ended up looking him up. But it was actually his grandpa or something. Yeah. But they tried to assassinate him. They had put
Really?
Yeah, they put a bomb in his car or something up on his car somewhere, it blew up or something. But somehow he didn't kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker didn't go on.
I can't remember this guy's name. I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? I don't know I met the dude at the airport. Man, where did I meet this guy? We was just talking about some stuff, man. He was like, yeah, my grandpa was woo. And I can't think, but it was on a cruise. I can't think what it was. But it was a trip of like Mississippi, yeah. Maybe Evans and all that, yeah, it was different. It's still different. No, that's where I was locked up at.
Man, I go now.
In Portsmouth. I
really don't have no problem, bro. But, I don't have no encounter. I don't really have no reason to have no problem.
But you ain't young, though. You look like, I'm telling you, like it's different.
Yeah, you might be right, but then I don't live there either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
I don't live there, so everything I know, I kind of know where I'm going.
Yeah,
I know where I'm at, so I'm drive a certain way. I'm a tag.
You walk and talk a different way. Like they can tell the difference. I noticed that now anyway, even with police period. Like, you can tell how they, versus when we were young to versus now.
Yeah. But you know what, man? I would tell you, bro. Loud showed me a lot of fucking love. Like, boy, you know, I was doing bullshit like, this nigga ain't had no tag, like had paper tag, nigga pull up. He was like, man, where you get it? But I ain't really bullshit him either. They was like, I remember I got pulled over one time, nigga. I was working at AutoZone. I was working at Glen Oaks, nigga. Oh, that got a badass story about that Glen Oaks fucking shit. But I was working somewhere else, bro. So I'm leaving the Glen Oaks shit. I'm pissed, bro. Cause I don't know fucking my checkup. This hoe like 150 or some shit, nigga. I'm hot to the hoe all the way to the crib. And I'm turning right there by Santa Claus, nigga, pulled me over right in front of Santa Claus. I had the paper tags on my shit. I had the two-door Delta 98 glass half road master seat. It was clean though. That was my bitch. I should have never got rid of it. But anyway, nigga pulled me over. I had the paper tags. He was like, hey man, I know you ain't just bought this car. I was like, man, I did, bro. He was like, man, what the fuck you doing? Gee, why you go get you no tag? I had that chick in the seat. I said, man, this nigga just came in this for 2 weeks. He was like, damn. Hey, he was like, damn, dog. He was like, man, I wouldn't let y'all, I wouldn't want him in for my license or nothing, bro. He said, man, I'm gonna let y'all would have worn and died. I went straight to the crib. I'm talking about just sat outside. That when I was still writing the music shit, bro. I probably sitting there. It was dark by the time I got out that motherfucking car, bro. I was like, bro.
He kept 200.
He just came in. I can't even go get no tag, no insurance, no shit, my nigga.
To the mind, man.
Yeah, it's a crime of poverty, my nigga. That's how it is, bro. And you know, I look back, I was like, man, you know, T-John Pop, somebody probably wouldn't even gave a nigga the money really for the ass, but I was like, I was on some shit like, man, I gotta make some shit pop, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody woke up something in you though.
Something gotta happen, then after that, that's when I got on with the company now, but even when I got on with D-Hop, I was still working AutoZone. Boy. The checks wasn't big, but boy, it was a lot of money in AutoZone.
Every time
it was a lot of money in that.
I know the part.
It was some money in that motherfucker. All that warranty shit.
Man. Every time I hit one of them valleys, it seemed like, man,
it's coming. It's just like we was just saying.
Yeah, like something good
just the necessary that we adapt. I mean, people adapt to situations when you recognize them as a real situation, like it's a wrong. You know what I'm saying?
But you wouldn't even know that if you went with wisdom. Like you can like you can have all the knowledge in the world, right?
Yeah.
You can read all the books in the world. But it's like, I'm just being honest, like it's like none of that shit matter till you like go through certain experiences.
Yeah. Till you go something, you can apply that shit. You can really
apply what, you know, like with your life and see, you know, how to go through.
See the real correlation between a bunch of bullshit.
They do. Like, you know, like, and that's where the wisdom come in at, you know what I'm saying? Like through the experiences, like that's why like I used to be like, you know what I'm saying, like, man, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, why, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, why I'm going through this? You know, like, but now I be like, okay, let me see what I need to learn. Let me see, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what I need to learn through this. Like, you know, like at the end of the day, I already know, like, it ain't, you know, it's gonna get better. It ain't gonna stay like this. You know what I'm saying? I already know it's just a season. You know what I mean? Like,
that's all it be.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a series of seasons, bro.
It's just a season
that a calendar can't predict. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Cause
we had good shit, bad season, winners. Like your life actually had winners and summers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that.
Summer, that's when that everything going good, and some people be like, you know what, I'm gonna kick it all summer because the bread good and everything good. We're like, nah. Winter time coming too, so you need to put some of your shit
even
up.
In the summer though, guess what? It still rains some of them days.
Yeah, you know it ain't 100%, but
even if like it's still like you saying like everything's still clicking.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
Slow down, but you don't notice them.
You don't know
Cause everything else.
Like, I ain't even talking about money. Like it's raining. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this you know, shoot. You might get upset about something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
know, you might get sad about something. You might get depressed about something. You know what I mean? You don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you already know that, like, you know that it ain't gonna. You know, what I'm trying to say is like them seasons be memo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It start with memo.
It start mental. Everything comes.
Yeah, like what I mean. Why I say like I don't even judge. Like you want to say like you said, like in the physical world, you know, you look at like everything pop is moving.
Yeah.
That's because in your mind is moving.
Yeah. You seen some little something that sparked something or gave you some confidence in something.
You just own it.
And then
your
you
mind
ran with it.
But like it could take just one thing or anything though.
Fuck your head up
and you be on there for a minute. And then next thing you know, in the physical world,
back.
Shit ain't
start slowing down. It'll go some of that shit.
You know
if you set it up right, it's on autopilot.
Then you gotta turn around and be like, man, let me see what I'm thinking. You know, like, let me switch. Switch it up.
Sit down and think about it. Get back in that think tank a little bit.
And then you know, like sooner or later, it's gonna get back to because you clean them seeds.
Cleaning it up.
You clean it up. You already know that seeds are finna change for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I always, like I tell my family and them, like, if you just pay attention, like if you're going through something, right, and you like, dang, you like that moment where you get tired, you know what I'm saying? You like, and then you like, okay, let me refocus my thinking. if you pay attention though, from that day right there, when you say I'm done with that, and then when them thoughts come back in your head, you be like, nah. You know, you stop it, and you retrain your thoughts back to thinking of something you want, right? If you like continue that step, man, 90 days, you'll see a drastic change.
Yeah.
In your
but see,
situation.
you know what it is? Well, I'm gonna think. This what my theory on it is. Cause in life, sometimes we get into a position where we be on autopilot, and then we gotta. Like in the autopilot, I mean, of course you're thinking, but like some of the day-to-day shit is get kind of mundane, and then when something go down, you're like, oh, okay, now I gotta think about it. So now you get back in the game for real, for being a little more intentional about your thinking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And
it makes a difference when you do that.
Big difference.
It makes a big, because like you said, the autopilot.
It's good for stuff you do all the time.
Like the autopilot, like, especially when you train yourself to think.
I mean, if it's something you do all the time,
get a chance to direct your thinking the way you want it to go. But boy, if the autopilot got you, go ahead.
Nah, the top. Nah, I'm good on soda.
That autopilot got you on that, or you constantly think about, man, this nigga owe me this, or, what fuck did me wrong, or, I got to woo, or, dang, what if you're autopilot on some shit, like, you can see it in your DNA. You know what I'm saying? You can see when nigga walk up, you're like, what nigga mad?
Something up with
it. Like, he ain't, you know what I'm saying, he ain't thinking good about himself. Like, it ain't got nothing to do about how big, or, you can just see it in a person, a woman, man, or whatever. When they walk up, you be like, you know what I'm saying, they ain't thinking right about themselves.
Man, my pops used to do that shit to me all the time. Like, what it ain't like I was mad or nothing, or if I go through a little spell where I'm thinking, like, you alright?
You alright?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, man, I can tell something on your mind. What's going on? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, I just think about whatever. Whoop. Like, oh yeah, nah, it ain't that big a deal. Like, cause I can see
you
like,
see it. I'm talking about I can see like the clothes fit there. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Like it just be a trip how like, you know what I'm saying?
Some of that shit be like some bullshit ass self-induced stress. Like,
man, you ever notice like you could be thinking one way, look in the mirror, like you can look in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Say if you just, I don't know if you just say you're not thinking just highly. And you leave that mirror and say you get to feeling good and thinking good about yourself or whatever, and go back in that mirror and look in that mirror again, it seems like you look different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, You look good to yourself. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be a trip. Like I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I do that to me. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I say, just that little bit of the confidence you get sometimes just from just a little bit of positive whatever. You know what I'm saying? Me and my uncle were talking about, like, man, look like you got taller. I was like, nah, I just got better posture now.
Yeah, you see
you know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know, you start growing. You know, we young, like,
yeah, you think that's how you supposed to walk around.
Yeah, I'm my pops, like, what's wrong with you? You need to stand up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like we walk in that room, you know, it make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, you got no jewelry on or nothing, man. You can walk in the room.
See people walk in, you
they be like, who's that?
Yeah, who's this nigga? Yeah.
Immediately, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Square business. I had a chick tell me this one time. I had met her. It was a chick I know from way back in the game. And I had seen her somewhere. We linked up. I met her at the Applebee's. And like, you know, well, it was after we left, she called him, like, you know, I was like, hey, let me know you make it home. She stayed way the fuck out there. And I was at the crib, she was like, you know what I noticed? I was like, what? She's like, you walk up, you got your chest out, your shoulders back. Like, I was looking at them other dudes around there, they just kind of loping around and stuff. Yeah. So I'm like, that's crazy. Like, how you could, like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like I say, I had that too when I was like a young nigga. Like,
you know what I know what you think of yourself.
Yeah.
What you think of yourself, man, other people think about you.
Right. Because you subconsciously telling them how to treat you.
How to treat you.
You know what I'm saying? I treat myself like this, so I mean, this is all you have to do it the most.
Yeah, I treat myself good, so you do treat me good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna treat you good, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna do that, I'm gonna give you what I want, you know?
Yeah, you exerting them expectations to a degree.
For real. But man, people recognize that because like, you know what I'm saying? Like the majority of people, man, like, if you just sit around, man, and just pay attention, like, you know, like, the majority of, you know, the conversations be the same.
Yeah. Most people are basic as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? They cool, they just the same.
They don't want no problem, they just want they want their little piece.
For sure.
And we gonna keep on this road.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, shit, I don't want no more. And you know,
I mean, that's cool.
If it actually satisfies you, I think that's
cool. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong.
And people think average is bad. Ain't nothing wrong with being average.
Nah, that's what you want.
I mean, that's just normal.
Yeah, it's just what you want.
If that's what you want, yeah.
But if you're being average and that ain't what you really want, you kill yourself.
Yeah, you're in the problem. Yeah. That's where you got
real big dreams.
Shoulders come
but you scared to step on those dreams because you know you're scared of what this person might think. You're scared of failing.
Lose that.
You know, you're scared of what people gonna think about. Okay, if it don't work out, you know what I'm saying? What they gonna think about me?
Yeah.
You doing all that? Just okay, I got a good. You know, I'm cool where I'm at, and people respect that. I mean, you really killing yourself slowly.
Yeah.
You just it's a slow death.
Well, I gotta die some way, but that probably ain't the way to do it. I mean, I seen him do. He said something like, I know you ever heard of Gary V? Dude on YouTube.
Yeah, Gary V. Yeah, I'm talking about what he's talking. Yeah,
he was like, if you ain't willing to go back, take a few steps back in lifestyle, or be uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying, living and shit, to make your dream work, at least for like a year or two, then you ain't really dreaming. Nah, you ain't serious about your dream, you know what I'm saying?
That's for real.
And that is, I mean, that's true.
That's real too.
Man, because it's going to take more work than you used to doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's going to kill a lot of free time, shit. Yeah. Like, man, I be having days like motherfuckers be like, man, you want to go? Man, I heard fucking now I got that computer. I'm really going to be in the crib. And the crib getting that, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, they got to make something else.
Like